Lucia. You look really, I don't know, energized today.
Do I? Well, you know what? I actually am. I had my coffee like 20 minutes ago. So, yeah, I'm feeling pretty good right now.
I knew it. I can always tell when you've had your coffee. You just you just light up, you know?
Is it that obvious? Okay, guilty as charged. But honestly, Dante, I think it's not just the coffee today. I mean, I've been thinking about something really interesting lately.
Oh yeah? What's that?
Well, you know how sometimes you wake up and you just feel ready to take on the world? And then other days you're like, ah, why did I even get out of bed?
Oh my god, yes. The story of my life, honestly. Like yesterday, for example, total disaster. I couldn't get myself to do anything productive.
Right? So I've been thinking about that a lot, about motivation, Like, what makes us motivated some days and completely unmotivated on other days?
Hmm. That's actually a really good question. And honestly, I could use some answers because I struggle with that like all the time.
Well, you know what? I think we should talk about this today. I mean, it's something everyone deals with, right? Not just you, not just me, everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. So, should we just dive into it?
Let's do it. But first, let me introduce our amazing listeners to what we're doing here today.
Right, right. Because they're probably sitting there like, are you guys going to start the podcast or what?
Exactly. Okay. Here we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English Podcastle. We're so happy to have you here with us today. My name is Lucia.
And I'm Dante. And if you're new here, well, first of all, welcome. You've just joined the coolest English learning podcast on YouTube.
He's not wrong. Here at English Podcastle, we help you improve your English, but not in a boring textbook way. We do it through real, natural conversations, the kind of English you actually use in daily life.
Exactly. So, we don't just teach you grammar rules or, complicated vocabulary that you'll never use. We teach you how real people talk, how friends talk to each other.
Right. And today, we're going to talk about something super important, something that affects literally everyone. We're talking about motivation.
Oh boy. Here we go.
I know. Dante is already nervous because he knows I'm going to call him out on his lazy days.
Hey, I'm not lazy. I'm just selectively productive.
Selectively productive. I love that. Okay, listeners, today's episode is called How to Stay Motivated Every Day. And this is going to be good, I promise.
Yeah, because honestly, this is something I personally struggle with. So, Lucia is basically going to coach me through this, and hopefully, you guys will learn something too.
Exactly. So grab your coffee, tea, or whatever you're drinking, get comfortable, and let's dive into this conversation.
All right, so motivation. Where do we even start with this? Because, I mean, it's such a huge topic, right?
It is. But you know what? Let's start with something simple. Let me ask you this, Dante. What does motivation mean to you?
Hmm. Okay, so for me, motivation is like that feeling when you actually want to do something, you know? Like you're not forcing yourself, you just feel like doing it.
Yes, that's a great way to put it. It's that inner drive, right? That energy that pushes you to take action.
Exactly. But here's the problem. That feeling doesn't show up every day for me. Like some days I wake up and I'm like, "Yes, let's do this." And other days I'm like, "Nope, not today. Maybe tomorrow."
Oh, I totally get that. And you know what, Dante? That's actually completely normal. Like, everybody feels that way sometimes.
Really? Because sometimes I feel like I don't know, like there's something wrong with me. Like Why can't I just be motivated all the time?
Okay, so here's the thing. And this is super important, everyone. Motivation isn't supposed to be there 24/7. It's not like, a constant state of being.
Hmm, what do you mean?
Well, think about it like this, Dante. Motivation is kind of like waves in the ocean. Sometimes the waves are high and strong. Sometimes they're low and calm. It goes up and down naturally.
Okay, I like that analogy. So you're saying it's okay if I'm not super motivated every single day?
Absolutely. The key is knowing how to work with those low motivation days, not against them, with them.
Interesting. Okay, so how do we do that? Because when I'm having one of those days, I usually just give up and watch Netflix.
Oh, Dante. Well, first of all, there's nothing wrong with watching Netflix sometimes. We all need rest, right? But the problem is when that becomes your default response to low motivation.
Yeah, guilty.
Okay, so let me share something with you. And listeners, this is really important. There's a difference between motivation and discipline. A huge difference.
Wait, aren't they the same thing?
Nope, not at all. Motivation is that feeling we talked about, right? That energy, that excitement. But discipline is what you do when that feeling isn't there.
Oh, so discipline is like forcing yourself to do stuff even when you don't feel like it?
Well, forcing sounds a bit harsh. I'd say discipline is about building habits and systems that help you keep going, even on the days when motivation is low.
Okay, give me an example because I need to understand this better.
Sure. So let's say you want to exercise regularly, right? Some days you'll wake up and feel super excited about going to the gym. That's motivation. But other days, you'll wake up and think, ugh, I really don't want to go today.
Yep, that's me every Monday morning.
Right. So on those days, discipline is what gets you to the gym anyway. Not because you feel like it, but because you've built the habit. You've made it part of your routine. You just do it.
Hmm, okay, I see what you mean. So motivation is the feeling, but discipline is the action.
Yes, exactly. You can't rely on motivation alone because it's unreliable. It comes and goes. But discipline, that's something you can build and control.
All right, so how do I build discipline then? Because honestly, I'm not very disciplined. I'm more of a go with the flow kind of person.
I know you are. And that's not a bad thing, Dante. But if you want to achieve your goals, you need to find a balance. You need both motivation and discipline.
Okay. So give me some practical tips. Like, what can I actually do tomorrow morning to be more disciplined?
All right. I love that you're asking for specific advice. So here's tip number one: start small, like really small.
How small are we talking?
So small that it feels almost too easy. For example, if you want to start exercising, don't say, I'm going to work out for an hour every day. That's too much, especially if you're not used to it. Instead, say, I'm going to do 5 push ups every morning.
5 push ups? That's it?
That's it. Because here's the thing, it's not about the 5 push ups themselves, it's about building the habit of showing up. Once you do 5 push ups every day for a week or two, your brain starts to think, oh, this is what we do now. And then you can gradually increase it.
That actually makes sense. So it's about consistency, not intensity.
Exactly. Consistency beats intensity every single time. You know, Dante, a lot of people fail because they try to do too much too fast. They get super motivated on day one, they work out for 2 hours, they eat perfectly healthy, and then by day three, they're exhausted and they quit.
Oh my God, that's literally me. Every time I try to start a new habit, I go all in, and then I burn out within like 3 days.
See, you're not alone. That's why starting small is so important. It's sustainable. You can actually keep doing it without feeling overwhelmed.
Okay, I'm convinced. So start small, build consistency. What else?
Tip number 2, create a morning routine. I cannot stress this enough. How you start your day sets the tone for the entire day.
But Lucia, I'm not a morning person. I can barely open my eyes before 9 a.m.
I know, but that's exactly why you need a routine. It doesn't have to be complicated. Just think 3 simple things you do every morning. For example, drink a glass of water, do some light stretching, and write down 3 things you want to accomplish that day.
Okay, that doesn't sound too hard. I could probably do that.
Right. And the beauty of it is it gives you a sense of control. Even on days when you don't feel motivated, you still have these 3 things that ground you, that anchor you.
Hmm, I like that. Anchor. That's a good word.
Thanks. And here's another important thing, Dante. You need to know your why,
My why? What do you mean?
your reason, your purpose. Why do you want to stay motivated? Why do you want to achieve your goals?
Oh, that's deep.
It is, but it's crucial because when you know your why, it's easier to push through on hard days. Let me give you an example from my own life.
Yes, please. I love your stories.
Okay, so a few years ago, I decided I wanted to learn how to cook properly. Like, really learn. Not just throwing stuff in a pan and hoping for the best, but actually understanding techniques and recipes.
Okay. And how did that go?
Well, at first, I was super motivated. I bought cookbooks, watched YouTube videos. I was so excited. But then, after about 2 weeks, I started losing interest. It felt like too much work,
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
right? But then I asked myself, why do I want to learn this? And I realized it wasn't just about cooking. It was about being able to take care of myself and the people I love, about creating memories around the dinner table, about building something meaningful.
Wow. Okay, that's beautiful.
Thanks. But my point is, once I understood my why, it became easier to keep going. Even on days when I burned the food or messed up a recipe, I remembered why it mattered to me. And that kept me motivated.
So, finding your why is like your fuel, your reason to keep going when things get tough?
Exactly. Without a strong why, it's really hard to stay committed to anything. So, Dante, what's something you want to achieve? And why do you want to achieve it?
Hmm. Okay, so I've been wanting to improve my speaking skills in English. Not just like basic conversation, but really becoming fluent and confident.
Okay, that's great. Now, why? Why is that important to you?
Well, I guess because I want to be able to connect with people from all over the world, you know? I want to travel and not feel limited by language. I want to express my ideas clearly and, yeah, just feel more confident in general.
Yes, see? That's your why. And it's a beautiful one. So now, when you're having a lazy day and you don't feel like practicing English, you can remind yourself of this. You can say, I'm doing this because I want to connect with people. I want to feel confident.
Okay, I see what you mean. That actually helps a lot. It makes it feel more personal, more real.
Exactly. And here's another tip that really works for me: celebrate small wins.
Small wins? Like what?
Like anything. Seriously, Dante, we tend to only celebrate big achievements. Like, think finishing a project, getting a promotion, reaching a major goal. But we forget to celebrate the small victories along the way.
Hmm.
Can you give me an example?
Sure. Let's say you studied English for 15 minutes today. That's a win. Celebrate it. Tell yourself, hey, I did it. I showed up today. It might seem silly, but those little celebrations, they add up. They keep you going.
Okay, I love that. So basically, be your own cheerleader?
Yes, exactly. Be kind to yourself. Acknowledge your efforts. Because motivation isn't just about pushing yourself harder, it's also about appreciating how far you've come.
That's really good advice. You know, Lucia, I think I've been too hard on myself. Like, I always focus on what I didn't do instead of what I actually accomplished.
Yeah, a lot of people do that. But it's so important to shift that mindset. Progress, not perfection. That should be your mantra.
Progress, not perfection. I like that. I'm going to write that down.
Good. And one last thing before we wrap up. Environment matters.
Okay, like people?
Yes, people, but also including the content you consume, the music you listen to, the books you read, everything, because your environment shapes your mindset. If you're constantly around negative energy, it's going to be really hard to stay motivated.
That's so true. I never really thought about it that way. But yeah, when I hang out with certain friends who are always complaining, I end up feeling drained.
Exactly. So be intentional about who and what you allow into your life. Choose people who inspire you, who support you, who believe in you.
Wow, Lucia, this has been such a great conversation. I feel like I learned so much today.
I'm so glad. And listeners, I hope you learned something valuable too. Let's quickly recap the main points, okay?
Yes, please, because there was a lot of great stuff.
All right, so number one, understand that motivation comes and goes. It's like waves. Don't be too hard on yourself on low motivation days.
Number two, build discipline. Create habits and systems that help you keep going even when you don't feel like it.
Number three, start small. Consistency beats intensity. 5 push-ups is better than 0 push-ups.
Number four, create a morning routine. It sets the tone for your entire day.
Number five, know your why, your purpose, your reason. That's what keeps you going when things get tough.
Number six, celebrate small wins. Be your own cheerleader. Acknowledge your efforts.
And number seven, surround yourself with positive influences. Your environment matters.
Man, that's a lot of wisdom right there.
It really is. And you know what, everyone? You don't have to apply all of these tips at once. Just pick one or two and start there. Remember, progress, not perfection.
There it is again. That mantra.
Because it's important. And before we say goodbye, I just want to tell you all something. If you're listening to this right now, if you took the time to be here with us, that already shows that you care about improving yourself, that you want to grow. And that's beautiful.
Absolutely. You're already doing great just by being here, so don't give up. Keep going, even on the hard days, especially on the hard days. You've got this.
We believe in you, and we'll be right here every week, having these conversations, helping you improve your English naturally.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode.
If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We have new episodes every week.
And if you have any topics you'd like us to discuss, leave a comment below. We love hearing from you guys.
All right, my friend, should we wrap this up?
I think we should. This has been English Podcastle. I'm Dante.
And I'm Lucia, and we'll see you in the next episode. Stay motivated, everyone.
Stay awesome. Bye-bye.
Bye.